Saturday morning hangover.
Good morning, San Antonio. Welcome into the Saturday morning hangover. We are right here on 1250 ESPN San Antonio, 94.5 FM, and as always, we are on the go at ESPNSA.com. Of course, you can follow us live on Facebook Live or YouTube Live. Just search ESPN San Antonio and subscribe. You can drop a comment in the comments section, or you can just call up the Kielbasa Bacon phone lines at 656-ESPN, 656-3776 for the second consecutive week.
Yes, sir.
My man Jack Thompson is in the building with me.
In the building. Yes, sir. Finally.
What's up? It is nice to be vaccinated and back in the depths of having people around me.
Oh, yes. I'm sure you're tired of showing up and being the only one here.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it has its advantages.
Yeah.
But it's just nice to be able to actually like get together, sit in an actual studio, show prep together.
Yes, definitely.
Like, it is greatness. I miss things like that. And it's nice to have it back. And what's also nice to have back is the NBA postseason with a nice little twist on it this year. We've got the play-in tournament. My goodness, that has been fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I've enjoyed the play-in tournament so much, except for that Pacers-Hornets game, which is what
was only one bad game. Yeah.
Which is what I thought was about to happen to the Spurs earlier this week, too.
Whew, you ain't lying there, man. You are not lying.
I thought they were going to get Charlotted right out of the...
I really thought it was going to be, like, my worst nightmare come true. Like, we don't lose enough games. We stay in it. And our second game all year on national TV, it looked like we were just about to get outright embarrassed. It was literally like a death scenario for me. It could not have been worse.
Oh, and my goodness, did Jonas Valanciunas
he ate us alive.
Expose Jakob Poeltl.
Gosh. Yeah. For those that say Poeltl's an elite defensive guy, I have a rebuttal with he's a legit elite rotational big guy. He can come in off the backside and help, but one-on-one in the post, I mean, he was getting eaten up all night.
Yak is exactly what he's paid. He is a great rotational big man to come off the bench.
Yes.
Like, if you need him down low, he is exactly what you need. If you need him out around the perimeter, he's going to get 8.
Oh, my gosh.
And if there is a better big man, they're going to take his lunch money down in the paint.
Yes, he got eaten up 20 and 20 on the guy. God.
That's my chain.
Just snatched it.
He got straight up smoky, dude. It was my chain. Debo came and just took his chain.
My goodness. Travis Kelce was killing us out there, man.
Oh, man, that was crazy. But we also had a fantastic, and thank you, John Dyer. He agrees with us. Jakob is a bench player, and I got no ill will toward Jakob.
Yeah, love the guy. Hey, come off the bench and you'll be fantastic. No one will talk crap about you. You'll be great because that's what you are, and you've been thrust into a starting position, and it's just too much.
Remember what he talked about when he came from Toronto?
Oh, my, yes.
He was part of their juice squad.
Yeah.
He was that dude that came off in the second unit. He was part of the juice squad.
Yes, he was. I thought you were referring to, but that wasn't out of Toronto. This is just coming into the past season where he was really expecting to be part of
no. I'm just saying, remember what he was.
In Toronto, he was the juice guy.
That's
for
his
sure.
role.
Yeah, off the bench, just board it, outlet it, and let him run.
Give me 10 and 10.
Yeah.
Like, I got you, fam.
10 and 10 in 20 minutes. That's all I'm asking for you. Just
give me some minutes and, maybe a little bit extra if somebody gets in foul trouble.
Yeah.
That's what I need from you, man.
A bench unit, big man wise, with Jakob Poeltl and Gorgie Jang, and coming into next season, if we can get a starting caliber big, I mean, that's pretty. I like that, the thought of that a lot.
JT Severa says Jakob can hang up crazy Christmas lights. Man doesn't even need a ladder. Can't put a price on that.
I can put a price on that.
Yeah, it's about 10 mil.
Yeah, I could put a price on that real easy.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of other tall dudes in the league.
You know what I can't put a price on? AD.
AD, no. That man is a tall guard.
You give me somebody that can switch multiple positions. You know what I can't put a price on? Bam Adebayo.
I was going to say the same guy. You guard 1 through 5, then yeah, there ain't no price for that because that's just they're no one in the league.
That's what I can't put a
Yak
price
is literally guarding a 5. You switch him onto a 4, bucket. A 3, easier bucket. And it just gets easier and easier the more you go down the list. So.
Coming up here after the break, we're going to take a look at the Spurs as a whole, that game, the offseason that looms on them, which is going to be an insanely important offseason, in my opinion, for the San Antonio Spurs.
I would reckon to say it's the biggest one we've ever had.
This play-in tournament, though, has been
phenomenal.
Fantastic. I hope it's here to stay. I love this.
Yeah, I was never opposed to it, but I just wasn't really sure what to expect. And I mean, it's fantastic basketball. It's
delivered.
Yeah.
Gangbusters.
Absolutely delivered. Because when in the past, I don't know, 20 years has anyone cared about 8, 9, and 10?
Never.
Yeah.
0 times.
Never, ever. And now, like, 8, 9, and 10 is must-watch TV.
The only time anybody cared below 4 was the time the Rockets slipped into the 6th seed and made the run from there. It's literally the only time anybody's cared about a seed under 4.
Yeah, exactly. So it's great basketball. Just must-see TV, especially when you've got guys like Steph and LeBron playing in it. I mean,
that was insane.
That was literally felt like a game 7.
All right. Before we get into it, and we've got some breaking news on LeBron this morning and the fact that he violated health and safety protocols this week. So we're not sure if he's been vaccinated or not. We're not sure if he's going to play in the game or not. Like, they're not answering a lot of questions currently. So a lot's up in the air as the Lakers get set to take on the Phoenix Suns this weekend.
Yeah.
But I am very, very concerned about LeBron and his eye. Because apparently the man was seeing 3 baskets.
Shot at the middle one.
He had to let us know that, like, his eye was irreparably damaged.
Yeah. I love LeBron. Ultimate Bron fan.
John Dyer says he hopes he's playing. I hope he doesn't, actually. I want repercussions for what he did. I do, though.
I know
like
that
we're still in the middle of a pandemic, right?
Yes.
Oh, they're not above the 85% vaccination threshold on their team. Like, there should be a consequence for his actions.
I agree. I mean, it's hard to say that. It feels weird coming out of my mouth saying it. Like, LeBron's
You took 2 months off for your ankle. You couldn't have done this then?
Yeah, and even like what I was going to say is like LeBron is just in the grand scheme, like, he's everyone else. He's one of us. He's a normal dude that just happens to be one of the
really
best
good at basketball.
Yeah, so I mean, he's not above anyone else putting their safety at risk. So if he's violated it and you've just had a guy on your very own team had to sit for the same reasons, but I mean, he should have to sit. It's just how it works. You break the rules, you got to pay the repercussions. And he wanted to go hang out with Drake. Well, that's all fine and dandy.
And Michael B. Jordan, get it right.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't see Michael B. Jordan in those pictures. So.
But here's the thing. And I hope he gets punished. And John Dyer on our Facebook Live video says NBA's not sitting him. While I tend to agree that the NBA is probably not going to sit him, especially for the 10. Literally, somebody on his team just came off health and safety protocol 10 days.
Yep.
Dennis Schroeder.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have this, because this is the problem that the NBA found themselves in. What was it? Before February, when the Spurs went through there, like the NBA was starting to miss games like crazy, and we were getting very concerned about whether they'd even finish this season.
Mm-hmm.
The way they were doing things. Now they're opening arenas and letting people in as long as they're vaccinated. Like, you've got to make a stand. Like if they're not over the threshold and he broke protocols, there has to be a repercussion for that. And I hate that, but I was watching that game and LeBron is so good. He took that game over in the second half against Golden State to help secure their way. And he made the clutchest shot at the end of the game.
He did.
Like, once he made that, I was like, it's over. I knew there was time left, but I was like, it's over.
It was over.
It's done.
You saw it on Steph's face. He knew it was over.
And that's the other thing I learned. And I've said this like multiple times this year, but I'm going to reiterate it because these last two games, even Memphis last night, I just realized Steph is alone.
Oh, yeah.
He has no help.
No help
on that team.
The second guy, like, their dude, I guess you say Wiggins.
It's Wiggins.
I guess you say it's Wiggins.
It's Wiggins.
Off of name. But the real...
No. Their second's Draymond, because Draymond gives them something defensively at least. Maybe not offensively as much. Well, but he's the second most important piece.
No, yeah. I wasn't really talking about importance. I was really just going off of offense. You look at like
Wiggins.
But even after Wiggins, I would say it's Jordan Poole. Like,
oh God, that's so bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Wiggins is an iffy guy. You never know what you're gonna get. But Jordan Poole is like their second most consistent scorer.
And you would have thought Kelly Oubre would have had a breakout season this year. I know he's injured right now.
Yeah,
but
in the beginning it looked like he was going to, but
he was ice cold from three at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, he could not buy a bucket other than a dunk.
Which is why you see these gifs and memes of like 4 people guarding Steph, because literally that's all they have to worry about, because Andrew Wiggins is missing bunnies at the rim.
Yeah, they roll out a 5 that's got Kent Bazemore, Wiggins, and Kelly Oubre. You can let the 3 wide open, man, because those guys are not hitting it consistently.
It's so bad, and I felt so terrible for Steph because I felt like this season was wasted. Because, like, imagine if he had literally anything else. How we saw how special he is this year.
Yeah.
Imagine how special he could be if he did that and teams had to worry about someone else.
Definitely. Absolutely. I think while it may have been wasted in the terms of like, wow, like Steph had his all-time best season with no one around him and he still almost made the playoffs. But in another way, I think it really for the past 2 seasons, Steph, he'd been hurt on and out of injury, hadn't made the playoffs. I think his name had sort of fallen out of people's mouths as sort of like best in the league talk, and he really
that's
reinsert. You know how NBA fans are.
No,
you sit out a year.
But his name ain't gonna fall out of my mouth just because he's hurt.
Yeah, I know, but you sit out a year, people aren't you fall out of vision. People aren't seeing you every night. Suddenly they forget about you. But I think Steph really reinserted himself as. There's no one. There might be guys in the league as good as me, but there is no one better.
All right. Before we get into the Spurs, I'm John Dyer. I'm not pretending Draymond's special. I'm just saying he's a really good defender. Can we, because of Draymond and his finger to LeBron's eye that almost cost him his right and left eye? Apparently, I mean, I don't know. I think LeBron may have lost a hand and a knee in the whole process.
Yeah. I love LeBron, but dude, get off the ground. My God.
Oh, did you see McCollum calling him out?
Yes. Hilarious, bro.
That was fantastic.
It's hilarious.
But like, that's the part of LeBron that makes me hate him.
Yeah. Like, that's what keeps him away from Jordan.
Yes.
Because
Jordan's not going to mention the flu game.
No.
But you can see the effects of it.
Yeah.
Like,
and even that last foul on where Draymond like hacked him and he was laying on the ground for like 5 minutes. Jordan got hit like that 10 times
and he waved off a teammate because he's like, dude, I'm in the camera. Like,
yeah, like literally Jordan got hit worse than that for years. Every game for years there was the Jordan rule. Like, and LeBron gets hit
100%.
It's just
like the Pistons made it a point to just destroy.
We're
Jordan,
gonna beat the hell out of you every time you step foot in the paint.
Which made him just go into the gym and get stronger to absorb the contact.
LeBron doesn't even have to do that. He's the most physically dominating
100%.
player of all time, and he still whines and cries like a baby a lot of the time. And that's, for me, what will always keep him behind Jordan
and Kobe.
Well, maybe not in terms of greatest of all time, but
He's still behind Kobe.
Of all time, you think you have him behind Kobe?
Yeah, because what I see from the truly special greats is they elevate players to play around them, right?
And LeBron does that better than anyone, my man.
He does.
Anyone ever, all time.
No. I'm not saying he doesn't elevate them, but like he took a Cavs team that was literally nothing. It was a lottery team that won the #1 pick.
Yeah, it was Mo Williams, Anderson Varejao, Delonte West, like Mo Cheeks, all these dudes that had no business being in the finals.
No doubt. But like all his rings are circumstance of him having to pair up with other people.
But like, that's the league now, dude.
But no, I understand that it's the league now, but it's not just him pairing up with people, it's him going to pair up with people.
Well, yeah, no one was going to go to Cleveland.
Sure.
Would you rather play in Cleveland?
Kobe did it with like Lamar Odom and Pau Gasol, and I know Pau was a really good player
and
back
Lamar
then.
Odom was 6th man of the year, dog.
Yeah, 6th man. All right,
dude, Lamar Odom was fantastic.
I'm aware of how good Lamar was.
He would be one of the best players that LeBron's ever played with.
It's not like he paired up with, a whole bunch of players like, I don't know, let's say Dwayne Wade or Kyrie Irving or, Chris Bosh or Anthony Davis or whoever he's needed to go find to bring him a ring. Like he's had to find that special person. We're talking about a 6th man of the year that Kobe's paired up with to get a ring. Like I understand he won his first few with Shaq, but after that,
but the roster that Kobe had,
a lot there.
The roster Kobe had with Pau and Lamar, it wasn't just them. Like they had other dudes on that team.
Yeah, they have good players, but like LeBron needs another alpha or running mate of some sort to get him over the hump. Kobe didn't necessarily need that. Pau was a good player. Pau wasn't one of like the elites of the game at the time.
Yeah, and Kobe, he got a couple with Pau, but that was before. The first one was before Super Team, like before.
No, I'm aware that he won his first few with Shaq.
Like, yeah, I get. And Kobe,
that.
like he went to LA, he landed in the perfect spot. Imagine if Kobe had gone to Cleveland. You think he would have stayed in Cleveland? Hell no. He would have gone to play with other players. Like, there's no question about that. If LeBron had been in Miami, he would have stayed in Miami.
No, he wouldn't have. He proved he wouldn't have stayed there because he's already left Miami.
But he would have, like, people would, okay, but he went to Miami, did his thing, and then left. I'm saying if he initially had gone to Miami, a free agent destination where stars would have been like, yo, let me go play with you. Like, he would have been there. Like, it would have been Miami the whole time, is what I'm saying.
But it's not like Iverson went to pair up with him or, it wasn't like the Celtics that the Celtics needed to form that big three. Like Kobe literally did this with, I'm not going to say role players, but just outside the periphery of great players.
Yeah, Pau was a perennial all-star, man. I think you're really lowballing how good Pau Gasol was.
No, I see that. I see the Pau poster in the ESPN studios. Like I'm aware of who Pau was back in the day, but even as good as he was, like he wasn't in the top 5 centers of the league. Like everybody LeBron's had join him has been in the top 5 of said position group. Like Chris Bosh was the outside of Dwayne Wade and LeBron, the top free agent of that class. Like he literally got the 3 best free agents together to go to Miami. Like he went and joined Kyrie, who was one of the top point guards in the league at the time. Like you went and had them trade. You made them go trade and get you Kevin Love, who at the time was probably the best stretch 4 in the league.
Yeah.
Right. And then you go to LA and you have them go get you Anthony Davis, who at the time is probably the best stretch 4 in the league on both sides of the court at that end.
Yeah.
And I get it, dude. It's not fantastic. Like Kobe never needed those players to elevate his game. Outside of that special season where the Spurs swept him out of the playoffs, LeBron's needed that. to get there. And that's my point. Like, that's why I say, like, great elevates others around him. Like, if LeBron did this with less talent, it would be more impressive, in my opinion. My personal opinion.
I don't know.
And then you have the crying. It's like one of those reasons that Kobe and Jordan just loom large. It's the mentality. It's the way they play the game. It's, I don't need others to go, or I don't need to go chase others. They're going to find me. And on top of that, I'm going to carry whoever I have to across the finish line. And it just feels like between the antics with the flopping and the eye and the over exaggerations and the chasing other players around to other cities and trying to form super teams, it just feels like that's what keeps, in my mind, LeBron just behind those guys.
Yeah, and
in terms of greatness.
The thing for LeBron too is it's always been about like more than basketball. Like it's always been about like, I'm LeBron, I'm a brand, and I will be much larger than basketball post my retirement.
That's good for him.
So no,
Jordan transcended basketball without having that.
I
mindset.
know, but what I'm saying is, like, I think for him, he was always on the search to create a bigger brand for himself, and I think he felt like being in Cleveland, there would have been a ceiling to what like he could have done. So going to Miami just makes sense. And
LeBron
now
was the biggest
LA,
name in the NBA since he came into the
I'm
league.
Fully,
and that
fully
includes
aware.
all of his years in Cleveland.
I'm fully aware. I'm fully aware, but it is still Cleveland.
I get that Cleveland is Cleveland, but at the same time, because of the way the world is, the market side, like him being in New York is no different than him being in Cleveland. Like the TV is going to find where LeBron's playing and put him on it because he's LeBron. The town doesn't matter. The player matters. And that's the most important thing. And I think that's big as we come into this San Antonio Spurs offseason, because it's not about the town. It's about the players. And currently we don't have either.
No, we do not have either.
And that's going to be very big as we head into an offseason in which the Spurs could look very similar next year or irreparably different next year. And it's going to be a very, very interesting offseason, probably the most important in San Antonio Spurs history. We'll break it down for you next. What do we expect? What needs to happen for the Spurs as we come off this right here on the Saturday Morning Hangover? He is Jack Thompson. You can follow him on Twitter at Jack_Thompson33. I am at I Am Pledger, and you can follow along on the show. Watch along on Facebook Live or on YouTube Live. Just search ESPN San Antonio. When we come back, Spurs off season right here on the Saturday Morning Hangover.
When it's more than just your lawn, it deserves the Kubota Z400. Get a head-turning offer on class-leading speed, agility, simple deck height adjustments, and a quality cut. When you need comfort and performance, then you need the professional-grade Kubota Z400. Right now, get the Kubota Z400 mower for 0 down and 0% APR for 48 months or save $300 now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
From the Gulf of Mexico to the hill country of Texas, Ewald Kubota is your Kubota dealer.
I need these boxes in bin 7. Oh, hello. Hi. I just wanted to call in and find out when
Whitney's warehouse foreman just retired, and the replacement needs to move to fulfillment.
Hold on. Guys, can we get the dock cleared now?
Indeed can help her hire the people she needs.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Nigel, what in the world is this?
Oh, Joel, you've got to get out more. This is the new Quarter Moon Ice Cream Delivery System.
Looks like a moped with a cooler strapped on the back.
It's my new marketing endeavor. I'm taking cool treats to the streets. Rainbow Pops, ice cream sandwiches, Choco Tacos, Lemon Chills, Dream Bars, Banana Fudge Pop. I've even named some of the treats after Quarter Moon employees.
I guess that makes you the Nutty Bar.
I don't get it.
Folks, when life hands you a broken air conditioner on a hot day or a busted pipe during the middle of the night, all of us at Quarter Moon Plumbing and Air Conditioning are dedicated to fixing the problem fast and fair.
and give you ice cream.
Nigel, I know that's my cooler, but where did you get that moped?
Yeah, about that. Gotta go.
Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. See our Quarter Moon trucks with the Outhouse logo all over town.
Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, 210-651-5899. License number M13229, TACLA 000743458.
If you're a bacon lover, I've got great news for you. This is Michael Kilbasa with Kilbasa Smoked Meats. Our authentic dry-cured bacon is now available at grocery stores near you. We make it the old-fashioned way with the finest pork bellies and our legendary spice blend. We don't pump it full of water or chemicals like other brands. All you get is thick, savory slices of delicious bacon. I hope you'll give it a try, and if it's not the best bacon you've ever eaten, I'll give you your money back. Kilbasa Smoked Meats, slow-crafted in Texas since 1949.
You can talk keto all you want, but if you don't have a team of great tasting snacks behind you, you're not going to win the diet marathon. Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds have these big, bold flavors that kick your taste buds into high gear. Korean kimchi barbecue, pasilla chili cheese, spicy dill, and more. Eat them right out of the bag or try them in your favorite recipes. You'll love this snack. Visit your local H-E-B and southernrecipesmallbatch.com to see the power of the rind.
Welcome back into the Saturday Morning Hangover right here on 1250 ESPN San Antonio, 94.5 FM, and on the go at ESPNSA.com. I am James Pledger. I'm joined by my man, Jack Thompson, in studio.
Oh, yeah. In studio.
This is a huge, huge offseason for the Spurs, who just went down in the playing game to the Memphis Grizzlies as they got eviscerated by Jonas Valanciunas and Ja Morant and Dylan Brooks and
Brooks.
Kyle Anderson. That name should sound familiar.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
The Spurs just didn't have enough to match what they were doing, and
I mean, we did. We just were awful in the first quarter. When you go down 27 to like 3, pretty hard to come back and win. So,
and it was a valiant effort.
Yeah, we lost by 4, shot 35%, missed 4 free throws.
Sure, and it looked great on paper, but I never felt like the Spurs were threatening. Like, even when it got close at the end, I was like, there's like the bad's coming. Like, I can see it. Like, they're playing outside their head to get back into this. Like, the cliff is there, and it was. And you wonder how you fix this, because this is a team that is going to be, I don't know if they're losing, but we have unrestricted free agency for DeMar DeRozan, Rudy Gay, and Patty Mills on this roster.
Yes.
What do you want to see happen? Because
from those
I can
three?
make an argument that they try and bring them all back.
My God.
I mean, you could see that though, right? Like, you wouldn't be shocked if the Spurs tried to run it back.
I would be shocked.
You would?
Yes.
Okay.
I would be shocked. If we brought it, I mean, Rudy and Patty would have to take less money, especially Rudy, if he was going to come back. And I just don't see that happening for sure.
I mean, just knowing who the Spurs are.
I
wouldn't be shocked.
Us getting rid of Patty was a little bit more far-fetched, just because he's the eldest statesman and the Spurs are all about having the tenured guys in the locker room for the present. So he going is a little bit, I don't know about that, but Rudy and DeMar, I think, are already packing their bags.
I heard DeMar's post-game comments as I was in on that Zoom, and he was talking a lot of past tense. There was a lot of past tense as he was referring to his time with the Spurs. So I do think he's gone.
Yeah.
I think the Spurs will make a run at keeping him.
Oh, yeah, you've got to. He's
Why?
Great
Why
player.
do you have to?
He's our best player. He's an all-star.
No, he's
all-star
not.
quality
He's
guy.
literally not an all-star.
Come on. He's an all-star. Just because he was not an all-star this year, he's been an all-star almost double-digit
He's a
times.
previous all-star, although
he is an all-star.
Playing at his arguably his best career numbers.
It's not arguably. You look at the stats; it's there. He's an all-star. better numbers than a lot of the guys
Mike
who were
Conley
all-stars.
is an all-star.
Okay. Okay. Put Mike Conley and DeJounte Murray one-on-one. I guarantee you DeJounte murders him. Straps him up and gives him
I'm not
buckets.
worried about one-on-one. I'm tired of one-on-one. Get away from one-on-one basketball.
I'm just
with
saying
John
Mike
Dyer.
Conley
Get
is
away
not,
from ISO basketball.
is not a all-star. So
No,
don't.
I know, but it is, we go by the letter of the law. DeMar is not an all-star. Like the letter of the law. Yeah, his play may have dictated he should have been. He is not an all-star. That's just my point, is he wasn't this year. I get that he has been in the past, and he probably should have been this year. But even then, as all-star as he is, I don't want him. I don't want him. I'm tired of the mid-range. I'm tired of trading twos for threes. This is a team that needs revitalization. It needs an overhaul. It needs a makeover. It needs all of those things. You can keep all the young guys because there's still growth with them. Like I like things I saw from Lonnie at the time when he got playing time. I liked what I saw from Devin when he got playing time.
God, yeah, only 17 and 11 minutes for those two guys, while Rudy and Patty play a combined, like 57.
Exactly.
Terrible.
And DeMar's out there going 5 of 21. Yeah, I'm aware he led the Spurs in points. Those are empty points in my head. DeMar was not good. Part of it was Brooks' defense.
Fouling him on every play?
He wasn't fouled on every play.
He was certainly fouled a lot.
Don't be.
Look, there's a
don't be that
reason.
guy.
There's a reason for 3 or 4 seasons, Dylan Brooks has led the NBA in fouls and fouled out games. It's because he fouls on every play. You just can't call it. You can't call every one. So he's going to foul every play.
You can certainly call 6 of them.
Yeah, and
Like,
that's why he gets 6 like every game.
But he was defended really well. There was a lot where DeMar was barking for a call where Brooks was just in his bag. He didn't touch him. He didn't hurt him. He was just in his bag. He made DeMar alter his shot a lot in that game. And kudos to Dylan Brooks. He played fantastic defense on DeMar. But that's the problem when you're trying to trade two. Look, you got to get away from this ISO in the paint game, especially with multiple ISO players. Like, let's spread the floor a little bit, and I bet it opens up that mid-range for everybody else. Bring in some players that could shoot and not name Patty Mills.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay with bringing Patty back. He serves a purpose, but you need more than just Patty.
Yeah. Our best three-point shooter can't be 5'11" because he's become
exactly
the most guardable guy on the court.
Unless it's Steph Curry.
Well, Steph Curry is 6'3", so not 5'11".
Sure. But like literally, unless you have the handle and the bag that Steph has, you're not going to get away with being short and undersized on a basketball court.
Yeah, and Patty is literally, he has no bag. No bag.
So how do we fix it then? How do you fix it? Do you bring back DeMar? I think he's gone.
I think he's gone for sure, yeah. Either whether we want him or not, I absolutely do not think
he's going to look so good with the Knicks.
Just breaking, Adrian Wojnarowski, LeBron James will not be suspended for protocol violations.
Oh, good for him. That doesn't seem like it's about the money at all, or ratings or anything like that.
Yep. Wow.
I don't know. If I'm the Suns, I protest. I won't even show up. I stay in the locker room.
We can't play against that guy.
Dude, he was out in public. It
says
COVID, man.
The nature of the event did not rise to a threat level of virus spread.
Oh, it didn't, did it?
That's what it says.
Because I was under the impression that he broke health and safety protocols, which meant he put himself in a position that, you know,
I don't know. You know they're going to rewrite the rules for LeBron? Come on.
On that breaking news note, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're actually going to talk about how we fix the Spurs. We know what's at stake. How do we fix it? That's coming up next right here on the Saturday Morning Hangover on 1250 ESPN San Antonio, 94.5 FM. And as always, we're on the go at ESPNSA.com. And by the way, no ties for dad this year. Just give him what he really wants. That's cash. Give dad cash for Father's Day. Score $1,000 right here on for Father's Day for your dad in ESPN San Antonio's $1,000 for dad contest. Are you registering right now? Is that what you're doing? It looks like you're.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are you trying? Man, he doesn't need it.
I'm not registering my dad. Are you kidding me?
Just go to ESPNSA.com, click the tab, the win tab. You'll see $1,000 for dad contest. All you got to do, register there. It's that simple. So put the ties and socks away this year. Get dad what he really wants. Give him $1,000 for Father's Day. ESPN San Antonio's $1,000 for dad. Register now at ESPNSA.com.
Love the Blitz? Well, why not watch along and interact with the guys every weekday from 4 to 7? You can watch the show live every day at ESPNSA.com or on the ESPN San Antonio Facebook and YouTube pages.
Just search ESPN San Antonio and subscribe.
Comment along with the show and see your comment on the screen. Another reason to keep it locked to ESPN San Antonio all day, every day. 1250 ESPN San Antonio, 94.5 FM,
and on the go at ESPNSA.com.
It's time for some straight talk. You've got real work to do, but everyone's sucking up the free Wi-Fi faster than a Mocha Choco double frap on ice. So be your own hotspot. Now with Straight Talk Wireless, get 10 gigs of hotspot data with the ultimate unlimited plan. Just $55 a month on America's largest and most dependable networks. You don't have to find a hotspot. You are the hotspot. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
Compatible device required. See straighttalk.com.
Slackers Sports and Arcade Bar, your home to 7 days a week happy hour. Come eat, drink, and socialize safely at all 4 Slackers Sports and Arcade Bar locations. And now you can join us bright and early at the newest location, Slackers Medical Center, now opens at 7 a.m. to serve our valued medical community. Nurses, doctors, frontline workers, and staff, we thank you. Slackers Medical Center at Fredericksburg and Medical Drive. Visit slackersbarssa.com for more info. Slackers Sports and Arcade Bar, now with 4 area locations to quench your thirst.
Jason Minix here for Alamo Water Softeners. Don't wait until you think you have a problem with your water before calling Alamo Water Softeners. Have Alamo Water Softeners come to your house and give you a free water analysis and free estimate. In the month of May, you can get a free reverse osmosis system with the purchase of select new water softeners while supplies last. Discover the Alamo Water Softeners difference. Go to alamowatersofteners.com. That's alamowatersofteners.com.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
I'm Dr. Baker, an ER physician. If you're having leg pain, swelling, or redness, but haven't talked to your doctor yet, don't wait. This could be deep vein thrombosis, a blood clot which could travel to your lungs and lead to a pulmonary embolism, which could cause chest pain or discomfort or difficulty breathing and be deadly. Your symptoms could mean something serious, so don't wait. Talk to a doctor right away by phone, online, or in person.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Alpha Media is hiring an account executive position. The ideal candidate will be able to work with businesses and agencies to create and manage marketing campaigns that'll drive client success. Alpha Media is proudly integrated for clients to have maximum advertising potential with 7 local San Antonio radio stations, targeted television, and full-service online marketing capabilities. We're live, local, and ready to talk to you. Alpha Media is an equal opportunity employer. Apply to be a part of the Alpha Pack today at alphamediausa.com.
This is for the men who never settle, the ones who believe only quitters end a game in a tie, the type of guys who choose the bar with the biggest TVs to overcompensate for theirs at home. This is the Lodge mentality. This is Twin Peaks.
And happy hour is back at Twin Peaks. Get up here Monday through Friday from 2 to 7 and score sweet deals like $1 off all wine, liquor, cheap shots, and freezing cold 29-degree draft brews. Feeling snacky? We also have select apps available for $2, $4, and $6. Cheers!
Welcome back into the Saturday Morning Hangover right here on 1250 ESPN San Antonio, 94.5 FM, and as always, we're on the go at ESPNSA.com. I am James Pledger, joined by Jack Thompson. You can follow us on Twitter. He is Jack_Thompson33. I am at I am Pledger. This is the Saturday morning hangover. All right, so what do we do? How do we fix it? We talked about the Spurs issues. It's 3-point shooting.
Yep.
It's
wing defending, and it is also a big that can rim
switch.
protecting and switching. Yeah.
Rim protection is not an issue.
It's pick and roll even.
It's the guy out when they drag him to the perimeter to have him switch.
Yeah.
So how do we fix it? What do we do?
Well, you throw as much money possible at John Collins. That answers a good amount of that right there.
Okay.
He can guard 1 through 5, switches out on the pick and roll. 6'9", 6'10", can shoot the 3, so he spaces it out.
He's restricted, so
he's restricted. So yes, you gotta. Yeah, he's gonna have a lot of people throwing money at him for sure. So you've gotta. We're gonna have to offer him the max. That's without a doubt. That's what he wants, and that's what we'll give him if he wants to come here. Now, yes,
that's not true, John. He's a rookie. He can't help until he's 3 years in, according to Pop's plan.
No, but John is not wrong about that. Devin,
no, I'm aware he could have done that this year though too.
He could have helped some, yeah, but again, he's still a rookie. The defense will come.
See, I'm tired of that mentality. He's a rookie. There's a lot of rookies that are out there balling out.
Yeah. And what we need him to ball out at is not necessarily on the offensive end.
Exactly. All he had to do was come in, wing defend, and spot up shoot from 3, which is something this team sorely lacked in a bunch of areas.
Oh, yeah, I completely agree.
And yet he was either a DMP CD most nights or, 10 minutes maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That's an issue in my opinion. That's an issue. Like, that is one of the fundamental issues with this team is it's built around mid-range shooting, not 3-point shooting. It is built around a dude that can protect the basket but can't go out and step out on the perimeter.
Yeah.
Like, it is a team that is built to contend in the 80s and 90s.
You're not lying.
The game's different.
Agreed. I completely agree with everything you're saying.
I mean, but you fix that, and John Collins is one way to fix that. You throw a boatload of money at him and hope he signs.
Yes.
But there's going to be a lot of guys looking for John Collins. And he's restricted, so Atlanta can match anything, even though I doubt they will.
Yeah, I doubt that they're going to go after him. But we got to be realistic. The chances of us getting a guy like John Collins is pretty slim. He seems like a guy that wants a big city, big market.
What are we putting those chances at?
I'm putting it like
25 less.
Yeah, like 25, 30% is
30.
Really what I'm feeling about potentially getting John Collins.
I feel better about that. If we can get John Collins at about 30% of landing him in free agency this year, I'm about that.
Yeah, just because we're gonna have like so much money, like we'll have the money to throw at him, and they're only gonna be like 4 teams that can throw the max at him. So we'll be one of those teams. So I think that gets us in the conversation for sure. But he just his attitude and the kind of guy that I like, the way he carries himself, he just doesn't seem like San Antonio is necessarily where he wants to lay his head.
All right. So if we don't get Collins, then what?
If we don't get Collins, you turn to Lauri Markkanen for sure.
Yes.
Without a doubt, you turn to Lauri Markkanen. And he, on the other hand, I see about...
He's not a max.
No, he's not a max. He's about, 23 to 25 a year, somewhere in that range. I'd feel comfortable giving him.
Come on, San Antonio, start the chant with me. Mark.
And I would say for him, it's like 50-50. I mean, he's obviously not happy in Chicago.
No.
Not getting the run, the touches, the shots, anything that he deserves, he's not getting over there in Chicago. And that, I mean, they've got Zach LaVine. The dude's a freaking monster.
I will take 7 foot and 40% from 3 any day of the week.
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. So yeah, we go straight to Markkanen, and I think we have a much higher shot of bringing in a Lauri Markkanen.
What do you think? 20 to 25?
No, I would put it at like 50-50.
No. I'm saying mil.
Oh yeah, 20, 25, somewhere in there. Yeah.
Okay.
20 to 25 mil. Yeah.
Because he's restricted, so whatever you offer him, teams can.
Yeah, for him, we'll have to overpay.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to be a little bit over couple million over the normal price for him, which, I mean, that's what you got to do in San Antonio.
Yeah.
You're going to have to overpay to bring young guys in for sure.
And he's not a rookie, so there's a good chance we get to see him play.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Did I say something?
You were right there. There's a strong possibility that if we bring him in, we will see him play.
I mean, I'm just saying there's a good chance. Like he's not in his first, second, or third year. So,
and then after Mark, there's really only one other big that really I would
okay.
go
So we're
and
still
chase.
looking at bigs.
Yeah, big is the first thing we have.
Sure. But let's say you either land Collins or Mark.
Okay, we land one of them.
What's the other big though? If you don't land,
it's Rashawn Holmes for me.
And his agent tweeted out, or I believe it was Sham Charania or Adrian Wojnarowski, I forget who, reported that he is looking to get about $20 million per this offseason.
I mean, that's less than what we would expect to give Mark.
Sure, but I expect Mark to shoot 40% from three as well.
That's true. Mark comes in, he adds the 3-point percentage and shooting for sure.
That is my main thing that I'm looking for this offseason.
Yes, but I need
3-point shooting.
If we don't get Mark, like say we get Rashawn Holmes, a guy that averaged like 15 and 8 this year.
15 and 8.
And we go get Doug McDermott and have him take the shooting role. 43, that's a 40%.
How about you go get a bunch of shooters?
Yeah, and we go get Duncan Robinson too. Get two. Those are two cheap guys.
I don't think they're cheap.
They're not. They're not. Neither of them are over 20 mil a year. Not even close.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're getting those guys for less than 20. If you can bring in two shooters like that and a paint guy like Rashawn Holmes that can run and dunk with our young guys, I mean, suddenly gets real interesting for sure. I would love Doug McDermott on the team. After he went 25 points with 2 dribbles the other night, give me that guy.
Yeah, that was very Klay Thompson-esque. So you bring in shooters like Duncan Robinson, Dougie McBuckets, Lauri Markkanen, and then you try and find a big. Coming up later, we'll talk about the draft and what we could be looking for there as the Spurs likely looking to fall into 11-12 range, it looks like.
Yeah, it's looking like we're just going to fall. We'll be like the first team outside the lottery.
Them and Charlotte.
Mhm.
I think the coin flips this weekend. So
Yeah.
Let's go coin flip.
Coin flip.
He is Jack Thompson. I am James Fledger. This is the Saturday Morning Hangover right here on 1250 ESPN San Antonio, 94.5 FM, and on the go at ESPNSA.com. Coming up next, we're going to talk baseball, baby. We're going to talk about the unwritten rules of the game. Are you for them?
Oh, my.
Or not?
No.
Because there's a team, we were talking about the Bulls up in Chicago. There's a team up there that is really good called the White Sox. And there's a rookie in trouble because he decided to be good at his job, apparently.
Yeah. He decided to carry his team on his back.
We'll talk about it next right here on the Saturday Morning Hangover. Especially, you're not going to want to go anywhere because a former Major League Cy Young pitcher has gone off on Tony La Russa.
To put it kindly.
We're gonna play as much for it here as I can right now on the
About
Saturday
every
Morning
other
Hangover.
word.
Yeah, it's about every other word. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The Texas Rangers play right here on 1250 ESPN San Antonio and 94.5 FM.
This is Joey Gallo of the Texas Rangers.
Now Gallo swings, hits a bomb down the right field line. It's hooking, and that ball is history.
Your home for the Texas Rangers all season long.
Back-to-back home runs.
Texas Rangers baseball on ESPN San Antonio is brought to you by New Breaks Mobile Brake Repair.
Your home for the Texas Rangers. 1250 ESPN San Antonio and 94.5 FM.
Doctors Without Borders teams confront hard facts in conflict and crisis zones. When others look away, we step in to act. Because measles still kills more than 100,000 children every year, we're there to vaccinate more than 1 million. Because some countries have only 1 or 2 mental health professionals, we provided over 400,000 mental health consultations last year. The fact is, your support makes our life-saving work possible. Picture the impact we can have together. DoctorsWithoutBorders.org.
Time to fire up the grill.
Time to go to Total Wine. I want to find a new tequila or rum to make some fruity drinks. Maybe a margarita or a pina colada.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Their guides can help us find the perfect flavor to pair with your famous grilled salmon. And you do love their beer cooler.
Ooh, a hoppy Pilsner would make my famous salmon even better.
Wondrous selection, helpful guides, ridiculously low prices. Total Wine and more. Discover new flavors to make this summer even more fun at TotalWine.com.
Hey renters, it's Ty Pennington for Guaranteed Rate. Stop paying your landlord's mortgage every month. Look, mortgage rates are still historically low, so go to rate.com now to get a mortgage on your first home and upgrade your life. Like a legit home office, a new deck for summer, maybe a pool, you name it. Guaranteed Rate can help you go from renting to buying like crazy fast. Start at rate.com today. That's rate.com.
Equal housing lender, subject to credit approval. Company NMLS ID 2611 and NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Pain creeps up on you. It starts with slight discomfort and inflammation. You wait for it to go away, but it gets worse. It never stops, and the pain zaps your mobility. You're out of options except for surgery. Stop right there. You have another choice for relief. That's QC Kinetics. Hey, it's James Pledger. The medical professionals at QC Kinetics help jumpstart the healing process without surgery or drugs. They use powerful, non-invasive, regenerative cell treatments so the body heals itself. Patients who never thought they'd see an end to the pain are telling everyone they know about their astonishing recoveries. Maybe you strained a muscle lifting something, twisted a knee or an ankle exercising, or you noticed joint aches and pains. You need to check out QC Kinetics regenerative cell solutions that go to work relieving the pain with treatments right in the office. Call today for your free consultation at QC Kinetics in Hollywood Park and Westover Hills. 210-571-0318. That's 210-571-0318. Don't wait. Call 210-571-0318.
No one outfits golfers better than Edwin Watts Golf Shops. We've been fitting golfers since 1968. Utilizing cutting-edge fitting technology, we'll analyze your swing and our Foresight launch monitors and fit you with the perfect club, pair of shoes, the latest golf apparel, golf balls, bags, and more. So come by today for your complete custom fitting. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Welcome back into the Saturday Morning Hangover right here on 1250 ESPN San Antonio, 94.5 FM. And as always, we are on the go at ESPNSA.com. He is Jack Thompson. I am James Pledger. We are taking you into this Saturday morning. We are your hangover without the headache. I'll get back to the comment that worked you up in the break. We'll get into where LeBron places in your top 100. But before we do, Tony La Russa, if you've been under a rock this week, has thrown his rookie, 28-year-old rookie, who is probably going to be the rookie of the year.
Yeah.
And is helping to carry the Chicago White Sox and lead this team as they lead the AL Central currently and are one of the front runners in the American League altogether. They're up, I think it's 11-3 or 15-4 or something like that late in the game against the Minnesota Twins. Minnesota's exhausted their bullpen, so they throw a catcher onto the mound to lob up some 47-mile-an-hour jump balls. And on a 3-0 count, apparently there's an unwritten rule that you're supposed to take that pitch. And Tony La Russa signed to him to take the pitch. But your mean Mercedes had a different idea and blasted like a 470-foot home run off of that meatball that he threw up over the plate.
Good for him, man.
Right?
Good for him.
Right? Well, Tony La Russa did not share your sentiment.
He made a mistake. So, there'll be a consequence that he has to endure here within our family.
It's a consequence he's going to have to endure within your family. Really? Really? All right, Tony.
Guy went yard for you, and you're going to put him in timeout or what?
If you had been at the ballpark, just by the time the guy started making the pitch, I took several steps from the dugout onto the field yelling, take, take, take. Because just the way he was set up, I looked to me like he was going to swing. And the whole time he's around the bases, I'm out there and I'm.
Well, yeah, he was going to swing.
I was upset because that's not a time to swing 3-0.
Yes, it is.
I happened to look over there. And
time.
I know the Twins knew that I was upset. It won't happen again because Joe will be on the lookout and I will be too. And we'll go running in front of the pitcher. We have to. No, he's not going to do that again.
You're not going to do
I
that.
heard he said something like, I played my game, but no, he doesn't. He plays the game of Major League Baseball that respects the game, respects the opponents, and that was not. And he's got to respect the signs. When he gets to take sign, he takes.
No, he is a 28-year-old rookie.
How about respect him and don't give him a meatball across the middle of the plate?
Yeah. So the next game, the Twins pitchers throw behind Yarman Mercedes.
Yeah.
This is the day after, by the way.
Yeah.
Kevin Pillar just got plunked in the face and had his whole face rearranged because of it.
Dude, that looked so bad.
It was so bad. So
two of the
obviously
worst black guys I've seen.
Tony La Russa is going to stick up for his guy, right?
You would think.
It's the umpire's opinion. Going obvious to me. Guy threw a sinker and, it didn't look good. So I wasn't that suspicious. I'm suspicious somebody throws at somebody's head. Then I'm not suspicious.
What?
So I don't have a problem with how the Twins handled that.
What? So you're sticking up for the Twins pitcher that threw at your guy.
That's terrible.
Over your own guy who is just having a phenomenal season and helping to carry your team. Really? Really, Tony? I don't want to be get off my lawn like okay boomer guy, but dude, you don't belong in baseball anymore.
Yeah, you're outdated, man. You are a reason why no one watches baseball until the postseason because the regular season is just boring. You can't let your own dude go hit a meat pitch out of the park. Like what's the point then? What's the point of him being out there? It makes no sense to me. I really don't understand that whatsoever. And obviously, from far and away, two different eras, Tony La Russa and I, but that
far different eras.
That makes literal no sense.
No
to me.
sense. No sense.
No,
and here's
like
the problem.
none.
Here's the issue is because of these unwritten rules that everybody loves to talk about all the time and respecting the game. No, these are professional athletes that are getting paid. And here's the best part about it. These guys get paid based on their performance.
Yeah.
So if you're going to hang a meatball and that's the difference between me hitting a home run incentive at the end of the year or not, I'm going to take that pitch.
Dude, even if I had surpassed I had broken the home run record all time, the competitor in me is not going to let a perfect pitch right down the pipe go by me. Like, I'm going to knock the hell out of it.
Here's the thing. I love what people always say. You should take a 3-0 pitch. You should take a 3-0 pitch. No,
why?
Because you're not going to get a better pitch to hit than on 3-0. Because once it's 3-0, and if you take that pitch all the way and just sit with the bat on your shoulder, all of a sudden it's 3-1. Next thing you know, something's close. It's called. It's 3-2, or you foul something off because you missed it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you're a strike away from being out. Like, the tables turn real quick. So you don't give up strikes.
I agree.
And it's the unwritten rules that really have me just kind of messed up. And James Condor on our YouTube live stream says he doesn't care what Tim Anderson says. Everything's fine with La Russa going into the clubhouse. He's going to lose them. I have no doubt that La Russa is going to lose the clubhouse. But here's the thing on top of that. I think they can win without him.
Yeah.
Like, even if they turn on La Russa, I think they can win in spite of that. And that's going to be very important to watch as we go down. Now, I promise that because this worked me up so much this week, I promised going into this break that we'd have some special sound from you from a former Cy Young winner and CC Sabathia on his podcast with Ryan Rucco, the R2C2 podcast. Well, it sounds like CC is about as worked up about this as I am.
This is what I was telling you when they hired him. Like, he's just so out of touch with the game, and most people are, cuz. Like, I sit here and watch Christopher Russo on MLB Network. He's out of touch with the game, cuz. Like, Tony La Russa's out of touch with the game, cuz. He should not be managing one of the best teams in the American League, period. The fact that Tim Anderson, basically the captain of their team, had to go on Instagram and step up for his teammate, like, yeah, the game wasn't over. If you're going to put a position player in there to pitch, guess what? If he's going to lob over the plate, we're going to tee off. Put a 10-run rule up there, cuz. If y'all don't want to see people get embarrassed and you don't want to see position players pitch and people swing on 3-0 counts and all that then make it a 10-run rule so the game will be over and you don't have these stupid-ass unwritten rules.
True.
And now you got a rookie that's basically been carrying your team these last first 6 weeks of the season. This guy's been carrying you. And now you don't have a problem with the weird-ass Minnesota Twins throwing behind one of your biggest hitters? That's just stupid. It's stupid, period. I'm sorry. This is terrible. He shouldn't be managing that team. And if you're not going to step up and have your players back, what's the point of being the manager of the White Sox? It's stupid as sorry.
So, yeah,
that sums it up for me.
Basically just took every single word out of my mouth.
Yeah, that absolutely sums it up to a T with how I feel.
And here's the thing. I enjoy whether it's meatballs over the plate being taken yard or bat flips. Like, give me all of it.
I want all of it.
All of it.
Yes.
Because it makes baseball that much more eminently enjoyable.
Yes.
My favorite is the highest paid pitcher in baseball right now, Trevor Bauer, had the perfect compliment or sentiment on top of this. He goes ahead and tweets out to the masses and all, dear hitters, if you hit a 3-0 homer off me, I will not consider it a crime. Dear people who are still mad about a hitter hitting, kindly get out of the game. Can't believe we're still talking about 3-0 swings. If you don't like it, managers or pitchers, just be better.
Yeah, don't go down 3-0. Throw some strikes. You won't have to worry about it.
CC Sabathia may be my favorite baseball player of all time right now.
Yeah, that was gold.
Because that was epic. We're going to come back right here on the Saturday Morning Hangover. When we do, there could be some new suitors in the market for Deshaun Watson because apparently he is back on Instagram, but not in that way. We'll talk about it next right here on the Saturday Morning Hangover. 1250 ESPN San Antonio, 94.5 FM, and on the go at ESPNSA.com.
Hey renters, it's Ty Pennington for Guaranteed Rate. Stop paying your landlord's mortgage every month. Look, mortgage rates are still historically low, so go to rate.com now to get a mortgage on your first home and upgrade your life. Like a legit home office, a new deck for summer, maybe a pool, you name it. Guaranteed Rate can help you go from renting to buying like crazy fast. Start at rate.com today. That's rate.com.
Equal housing lender, subject to credit approval. Company NMLS ID 2611, NMLS ConsumerAccess.org.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Companies. Last year, we saw historically low mortgage interest rates. What you may not know is that interest rates are already starting to increase, and it's likely that trend is only going to continue. Our team of experts is standing by to help you save before rates go up. Don't look back and wish that you had taken action. Call 833-8ROCKET or visit rocketmortgage.com.
Rocket. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLS ConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
Gotta finish this today.
Cristiano's construction projects typically run smoothly, but this project's pipeline is about to burst.
So boss, where you want us to put this? To the left. Your other left. John.
Indeed can help him hire the people he needs.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
We all like things to be easy and convenient, and New Brakes has done that with brake repair. Jason Minix here for New Brakes, nubrakes.com. They're a mobile brake shop. They will come to your home or office or wherever you are and fix your brakes. If your brakes are bad or going bad, go to nubrakes.com and schedule your repair. New Brakes provides convenient and affordable brake repairs, and they only fix brakes, so you won't get the upsells like at a traditional repair shop. Most repairs are done in less than an hour. New Brakes uses premium brake parts, and they back all repairs with a 24-month, 24,000-mile warranty. If your brakes are squeaky or grindy, go to nubrakes.com. Schedule your repair. Save 10% when you mention my name or ESPN San Antonio. nubrakes.com. Busy at work or just relaxing at the house, you continue to do what you do while New Brakes fixes your brakes. They're great at what they do. Go read all their 5-star reviews and schedule your repair at nubrakes.com. Looking for a protein-packed snack to power you through the day? Of course you are. Only Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds have the bold flavors that stand out in the Me Too snack aisle. Sea salt and cracked black pepper, pineapple ancho chili, pasilla chili cheese, and more. Take your snacking to higher flavor levels with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. And keto fans, you're going to love this low-carb crunch. Visit your local H-E-B and southernrecipesmallbatch.com to see the power of the rind.
ESPN San Antonio, all day, every day. 1250 ESPN San Antonio and 94.5 FM, KZDC San Antonio. James Pledger, Jack Thompson. The Saturday Morning Hangover.
Good morning, San Antonio. This is hour number 2 of the Saturday Morning Hangover. We are your hangover without the headache. He is Jack Thompson. I am James Pledger. You're tuned in to 1250 ESPN San Antonio, 94.5 FM, and on the go at ESPNSA.com. And I do believe CeCe Sabathia has become all of our favorite baseball players.
Yeah, that was.
And he's not even in the game anymore. Somebody who's not one of our favorite baseball players. Before we get into this Deshaun stuff, I'm just going to read the headline for you, Jack. According to the New York Post, Alex Rodriguez is launching a makeup for men line.
Good for him. That is
so the man that just helped to buy into the Minnesota Timberwolves is going to be selling makeup for men.
Well, I will not be purchasing any.
Why? Why not, Jack? We all got some things that we need to hide about ourselves, right?
Oh man. The funniest thing is the picture for me.
Oh, the picture's fantastic. If you want to check it out, I have retweeted it. I'm sure Jack has retweeted it. It is fantastic. But my favorite of this New York Post article is kind of this first couple of paragraphs of it. Following his breakup with Jennifer Lopez, Alex Rodriguez is going for a glow up.
A glow up? Oh my God.
I'm in already. You've hooked me, New York. You've hooked me, New York Post. Former baseball pro 45 teamed up with Hims and Hers beauty and wellness company, which he and Lopez 51 became investors together with last year to develop the brand's first makeup for men. Quote, Alex, I wanted to create a product that solved an issue I faced every day. I realized as I was jumping from meeting to meeting, I need something quick and easy in my routine to conceal blemishes or razor bumps. End quote.
Oh, Alex.
Enter the blur stick. A convenient concealer specifically designed for men that can be used for skin imperfections.
Oh, Lord.
Tell me you're not all in on this.
Do you think A-Rod knows what a glow up is?
Hey, I'm probably gonna try it. You're not wrong about that. You know, there's some things that I need to know. John Tyre says that's why J-Lo left his ass.
She heard about the makeup line and was like, I'm out of here. We can't both have a makeup line.
I mean, I never thought that I would have this much fun at Alex Rodriguez's expense. But yeah, I'm going to have this much fun at Alex Rodriguez's expense.
Oh, man. A-Rod.
Enter the blur stick.
I need to hear him pitch that.
Oh, there is no doubt in my mind that he is going to be a face of this when he actually launches this line. We're going to see ESPN like commercials, like in between like SportsCenter and stuff, where Alex Rodriguez is like, you ever had a tough time concealing razor bumps or blemishes? Well, have I got a product for you? Hi, Alex Rodriguez here.
I'm Alex Rodriguez.
I have a lot of meetings that I have to jump through from day to day, and sometimes these razor bumps just really get me down, or maybe it's just a blemish. Enter the blur stick. The blur stick can conceal your blemishes at just $89.99 a stick.
It's too much, man. A-Rod, let someone else handle that campaign, dog.
Oh, well, good news is J-Lo was not single for long. Apparently,
damn it.
Batflex back in the game. Gosh. Although, if you watch Batman vs. Superman and you can tough your way through that again.
No, can't.
I mean, he was pretty jacked up for that in that training scene.
Oh, he's buff for sure. Yeah, he's definitely big dude.
He got swole to play Batman. I'm not gonna lie.
He was too big, to be honest. Batman was getting puffy.
Well,
in the Snyder cut, Batman was puffy.
The Snyder cut was so good though.
Oh yeah.
Like now that you mention it, like I went back and watched it again just because I was amazed at how different it was a movie from the initial Justice League movie. And such a better story, such a better movie. Like everything made more sense. It was just incredibly better from front to back. And if you haven't watched it on HBO Max yet, I suggest you set aside the, what was it, 6 hours or 4? It was 4, right?
4 hours,
I suggest you set aside the 4 hours this weekend. It's raining outside. There's not much going on. Just watch the Snyder Cut.
It's good. It's real good.
It's a really good watch. Now, I teased Deshaun Watson coming into this segment. I'm going to tease it one more time. We're going to talk to Deshaun Watson and how that could affect the Cowboys as we come up here on the Saturday Morning Hangover. Plus, the NBA playoffs are set. What matchups do we love? What do we want to see in the playoffs this year? And what do the Spurs need to do to get it right? Plus, one more time, we're going to head into the weekend just for you on that CC Sabathia rant.
Yes.
We're going to send you off to the weekend in style with a smile on your face. CC Sabathia's rant on Tony La Russa and the bleeping unwritten rules. That's all coming up here this hour.
Exactly how I feel about
of the Saturday Morning Hangover right here on 1250 ESPN San Antonio, 94.5 FM. And we are on the go at ESPNSA.com.
Guys, stop what you're doing. Give me a few seconds of your time and let me give you a piece of advice that will change your love life forever. Have you noticed you've been losing a little pep in your step? Has your lady friend asked you, is everything okay? Do you find yourself having trouble rising for the occasion? Do you stress out before that special moment and wonder, is it gonna work? Guys, I'm going to let you in on a big secret. You don't ever have to worry again. The Mojo Male Enhancement Formula has you covered. Mojo is the 100% guaranteed male enhancement formula that guarantees lasting success, if you know what I mean. The Mojo Male Enhancement Formula is safe, natural, and effective every single time, guaranteed.
Mojo is available in a fast-acting spray and a quick-action capsule. Do yourself and her a favor and call Pureline Nutrition in San Antonio today. They'll get you set up for success. Call 210-494-2210. That number again is 210-494-2210. Mojo Male Enhancement, only available at Pureline Nutrition.
Jason Minix here for Alamo Water Softeners. Don't wait until you think you have a problem with your water before calling Alamo Water Softeners. Have Alamo Water Softeners come to your house and give you a free water analysis and free estimate. In the month of May, you can get a free reverse osmosis system with the purchase of select new water softeners while supplies last. Discover the Alamo Water Softeners difference. Go to alamowatersofteners.com. That's alamowatersofteners.com.
Alpha Media is looking to hire a business manager. The ideal candidate will be able to work in a fast-paced environment, handle pressure, and balance priorities. The business manager role is a combination of accounting, traffic, and human resource skills that will require an in-office presence for interaction with management and staff at all levels. Alpha Media is proudly live, local, and ready to talk to you. Alpha Media is an equal opportunity employer. Apply to be a part of the Alpha Pack today at alphamediausa.com.
You like a company that really stands behind its product? Well, listen to what Diamonds Direct does. Let's say you buy a diamond today for $6,000, but later on you want to trade up to a larger diamond or maybe a different shape. Diamonds Direct will give you $6,600 towards the new diamond. That's a guaranteed 10% appreciation. Let me say it again. You paid $6,000 originally, but Diamonds Direct pays you $6,600 for that same diamond when you upgrade. 10% more for the same diamond. It's Diamonds Direct's 110% upgrade guarantee, and it applies to diamond pendants and diamond stud earrings as well. You get the extra 10% on a $3,000 diamond or a $30,000 diamond. Doesn't matter. No strings attached either. You can get the 110% trade-up value regardless of the cost of the new diamond, and you can upgrade as many times as you like. Now that's peace of mind, and that's a company that believes in its product. Diamonds Direct, your love, our passion. Official jeweler of the Dallas Cowboys at the shops at La Cantera.
Welcome back into the Hangover Without the Headache. That's right. This is the Saturday Morning Hangover right here on 1250 ESPN San Antonio, 94.5 FM, and on the go at ESPNSA.com. I am James Pledger, joined by Jack Thompson. You can follow us on the Twitters. He is at Jack_Thompson33. I don't know where he went though.
Yeah, dropped me out. I'm back in.
He is Jack_Thompson33. I am at I am Pledger. Taking a look at Instagram this week.
Yes.
It seems that Deshaun Watson has made his triumphant return to Instagram, but not in that way. He was posting some videos of him working out. And with him working out, that shows teams that he's staying in shape, obviously. And as he also, as quiet as he's been on social media since the 22 alleged instances of sexual misconduct, him being back on the gram, just, it feels...
Gotta mean something.
That something's close, right?
Yeah, something is afoot.
And if something's in a foot and he's putting in the work for the other teams, all of a sudden you have to start looking again who would have interest.
Viable options.
Well, I can think of obviously the Denver Broncos because they did not address the quarterback position this offseason, and they have been linked to Aaron Rodgers and previously Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. You got to think Miami's
still there.
Still in it.
They've still got the capital. It's still Miami, and I don't know how sold they should be on Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah, definitely.
And Deshaun Watson is a player that with that roster, you feel could elevate them into championship contention.
Oh, yeah, especially with the defense that they got. And I mean, now they have some legit offensive weapons too. So
if I'm the Oakland Raiders, I am definitely trying to figure out what it would cost to get Deshaun Watson into my building, because you look around that division with Herbert and Mahomes, especially. I mean, that division
tough
is going to be very difficult for the foreseeable future.
Yes. Nothing but young QBs in that division.
And I don't think Derek Carr's the guy to get you there.
Nope. He hasn't done it yet, and the division is getting tougher by the year.
But what's best for other teams and what's best for the Houston Texans are two different things. Obviously, Houston would prefer to probably not trade him within the AFC if they had their druthers and all things were equal.
Yep.
Well, I can think of 3 teams that could imminently use him, and 2 of them have all the draft capital you could ask for, and all 3 are in the same division, so that creates bidding amongst themselves, which elevates his price if it were to be, and unfortunately, that division includes the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
So, if I'm a Houston Texan, that makes sense to me. I wouldn't have to see Deshaun but once every 4 years. And at the same time, there are a lot of teams bidding against themselves within the same division that have multiple draft assets. Now, I can argue that the Washington football team is a Super Bowl contender in the NFC if they traded for Deshaun Watson. He is a huge upgrade over Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
And that is a team that's defense was on point last year. They've got fantastic young running back in Anthony Gibson, and Torrey McLaurin is he is an emerging wide receiver, and I feel like that team is really, really, really close.
And they went and got
Fitzmagic.
But they went and got the wide receiver.
Oh yeah. Curtis Samuel.
Curtis, that blew up for the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
1,000-yard receiver.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got Scary Terry and Curtis, both guys, and Curtis is a dude you can use in a bunch of different ways.
In the slot, you put him anywhere on the field.
So imminently, I think the Washington football team is a team that with Deshaun Watson makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Plus, Daniel Snyder's gone through these allegations himself. So I believe there's a little bit of solidarity with them.
Mm-hmm. True. Hadn't really thought about that, but that's a good point. That's honestly could be a deciding factor.
Yeah, I mean, they know how to kind of navigate these waters.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that is a very, very good landing spot for Deshaun Watson, if the case. And you could package something like 2 or 3 first-round picks over the next 2 or 3 years and a player like Montez Sweat, and I think you get the Texans' attention.
Yeah.
I think that's an eminently doable thing. You look elsewhere within the division, the New York Giants are in a kind of a prove-it year when it comes to Daniel Jones.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I wouldn't throw him out with the garbage, but at the same time, he has not shown enough that has made me think that I can't upgrade there. And Deshaun Watson makes that team, I think, a playoff team.
Oh.
I think that you put him with Saquon Barkley, and they just went and got Kenny Golladay this offseason, and you pair him with Slayton, and I mean, they've got
Evan Ingram
weapons.
Yeah.
And I think it's a media giant being in New York, and it helps Deshaun's brand in terms of kind of rehabilitating himself, going into a market like that and winning and succeeding. And I think they traded back with the Bears this year, so they've got 2 firsts next year, plus their first over the next 2 years after that, so they can put together a very nice package for Deshaun Watson. And then you have the Philadelphia Eagles. And Philadelphia, while there's not a lot there in terms of talent on the offensive side of the football, I do like their running back.
Miles is solid.
I'm a fan of Miles Sanders.
He's good.
I just think that he's not utilized properly, and that's part of it. I don't like Jalen Reagor. I don't like what they have on the weapons on the outside, but you know, that's something that can also be fixed. And Jalen Hurts, how sold are you on him? I'm not
sold. Yeah. The sample size is not large enough for sure for me to know if he's good or not.
So Deshaun has proven, at least in Houston this year, he can elevate the play of those around him if he's dealing with lesser talent.
Mm-hmm.
And they definitely have lesser talent, and they could use somebody that could elevate that talent around them. But at the same time, they have the most equity to make this happen as well. They're getting their own first-round pick.
Yeah.
They have a first-round pick that they use to trade back with the Dolphins from 6 to 12. So now there's 2 first-round picks, and if Carson Wentz plays 75% of the snaps this season for the Indianapolis Colts, that is a 3rd first-round pick that they will acquire.
Wow. Okay.
For next year's draft alone.
Yeah. Dang.
So they have eminently got more in their war chest than anyone in terms of draft equity to be able to make this happen. So you've got these 3 teams that could all converge together, and I don't know how great that would be for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say it would not be great at all to play that guy multiple times a year. And yeah, that would worst possible scenario for the Deshaun Watson story is for him to land in the NFC.
It's the best it's the best possible story for the Houston Texans.
Yeah,
though.
for them, yeah, they'll probably get the most out of it,
Because
and they
you're
won't
getting
have
the
to
most
see
out
him.
of it, and you don't have to see them but once every 4 years. I mean, it just works for them. So it's something to keep an eye on, as he's now starting to post on Instagram again, which tells me if he's posting that there's maybe something close in terms of his litigation, whether it's settlements or whatever it may be, or he's just feeling better about his court cases as they get ready to take these to trial. I'm not sure, but his reappearance on social media definitely says something, in my opinion. I mean, it feels like it speaks volumes, because I looked at it, I was like, Deshaun's back on social media? Like, what just happened? Did they settle? Like, what happened? Were the cases thrown out? So obviously, if he's feeling comfortable enough to post again, because we hadn't seen from him since that initial post on the night that he was first accused. There was that night, and that was it. I remember I was at RuPub when the story broke. I was in the back bar, and I saw it, and I was like, what is going on? And then Deshaun quickly with the note, the iPhone note that he posted to his story. And so, I mean, since then it has escalated rather tremendously.
Oh, yes.
And we have heard neither hide nor hair of Deshaun Watson of social media until this week. So the fact that he's back on, it definitely feels like it says something.
Yeah, it's got to mean something. He's not just going to post out of the blue for no reason. Something's happening.
James Conner, if the Cowboys are so good, Dak coming back, then it shouldn't matter where Deshaun lands.
James.
Also, wrong co-host. Somebody trying to get under RJ Ochoa's skin, it looks like. So, Jack, of the 3 teams that I mentioned in the NFC East, what's the best case scenario in terms of the Cowboys? I know what the best case scenario is in terms of the Texans.
The Eagles.
It's the Eagles.
Yeah, they've got the least to work with. He would have to do the most on that team.
But it's also the best case scenario for the Texans is the Eagles, because they have the most draft picks to offer.
Yeah,
and
which would also not be a terrible thing to take away from them. So
yeah, it keeps them barren to where they have to rebuild their roster basically with later round picks and free agency.
Yeah, if he was going to come to the NFC East, I would want it to be the Eagles, because they have nothing to offer him really in terms of like skill positions, especially when it comes to receivers. I mean,
yeah,
their receivers are Their best receiver last year was a college quarterback, so that sums it up.
Their
right
best
there.
receiver was a college quarterback who went to the University of Houston. And by the way, put some respect on the former San Antonio Commander, Greg Ward.
Hey, Greg Ward's a good guy, man. He's a baller. The fact that he can just go out and play receiver after being a QB his entire life, just that is some crazy athleticism.
And let's face it, their best receivers
Were
are
their
not
tight
even
ends.
receivers.
Yeah.
It's Dallas
It's
Goedert
Dallas
and Zach Ertz.
And Zach Ertz isn't even going to be
He
an
wants
Eagle.
out.
Yeah. So it's just Dallas, and Dallas can't even stay on the field for more than 2 games in a row.
So yeah, we're in agreement both for on the Texans side and on the Cowboys side. The best possible landing space, if that was the case, and he were to go to the NFC East, would be the Philadelphia
Yes.
Eagles. But what would be your worst case scenario?
Probably
Is it football team or the Giants?
it's football team, because the Giants, I still feel like, would screw it up.
The defense is
Like something would
off
happen.
just a little bit.
Yeah, something would happen within the organization, whether it's on player personnel or just Jason Garrett's coaching, or just something would happen to where I would still be comfortable. But if he went with Riverboat Ron and what he's already done over there in Washington, I mean, that would be real scary for everyone in the league, let alone the Cowboys. Like you give that great defense a good QB.
See, I'm torn on this because that great defense and a good QB makes them eminently scary. But I think about the weapons that he'd have in New York, and I'm like, that is also really scary.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Him with Quan in the backfield, throwing it to Kenny Golladay, Darius Slayton, Evan Ingram, Sterling Shepard. I mean, that's a lot for him to work with.
It's a lot of weapons.
Yes.
And they're really good
But
weapons.
their
and I
line,
think they're underutilized weapons because of the talent level of the quarterbacks that they've had.
yeah, agreed. The thing about also, though, they don't have a good line. The Giants line
Truth.
is pretty barren.
Truth.
So,
And it's not like the Eagles line was great.
yeah, no, exactly. The Eagles is probably worse. Yeah, probably worse. But
But the Washington football team did have a decent line last year.
yeah, they had a good line. It's a good team. It's a good team.
He is Jack Thompson. You can follow him on Twitter at Jack_Thompson33. I am at I am Pledger. Fred is back with more LeBron hate. And Fred had a comment earlier that worked my man Jack up.
Oh, yeah. Fred, I don't know what you're talking about there, my man.
We'll get into the LeBron stuff, the NBA playoffs, what we expect from them coming up now that the playoffs are actually set, and we will get a look. Plus, we're going to find out where we can find this blur stick, see if I can get one delivered to Jack Thompson.
Yeah.
That is all coming up right here.
A-Rod, I need a blur stick, dog.
Yeah, dude. Look
You
at all
see
this
this?
free
You
publicity
see,
we're giving.
I
you.
get razor burn too, man. You see this beard? Yeah, it happens.
I mean, it's a struggle we
The
all have
reason
to
I
deal with.
don't shave down to the skin, A-Rod, is because of the razor burns.
Yes, we need the blur stick.
Oh my goodness.
I've got meetings that I have to go to, and when I'm jumping from meeting to meeting, as you so eloquently put it, he is Jack Thompson. I am James Pledger. This is the Saturday Morning Hangover on ESPN San Antonio.
The Blitz, weekdays 4 to 7, bringing you all the best guests.
Marcus Ware joining us here on ESPN San Antonio.
You know, we get to go to Oxnard every year to cover Cowboys training camp, and as much as I love the Cowboys coming to San Antonio, you can't beat what was in Oxnard, right?
You can't, man. And it was so crazy. I made a joke with some of the guys about this station. It was 94.5. You know, 94 is the number that I wore. Yeah, I never got an interview with you guys. I was like, man, I wanted to make that joke of, I see why you guys chose 94 and why you guys wanted to do the interview with me.
1250 ESPN San Antonio and 94.5 FM.
Hey renters, it's Ty Pennington for Guaranteed Rate. Stop paying your landlord's mortgage every month. Look, mortgage rates are still historically low, so go to rate.com now to get a mortgage on your first home and upgrade your life. Like a legit home office, a new deck for summer, maybe a pool, you name it. Guaranteed Rate can help you go from renting to buying like crazy fast. Start at rate.com today. That's rate.com.
Equal housing lender, subject to credit approval. Company NMLS ID 2611, NMLS ConsumerAccess.org.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Companies. Last year, we saw historically low mortgage interest rates. What you may not know is that interest rates are already starting to increase, and it's likely that trend is only going to continue. Our team of experts is standing by to help you save before rates go up. Don't look back and wish that you had taken action. Call 833-8-ROCKET or visit rocketmortgage.com.
Rocket. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds. Score points with some of the boldest, keto-friendly, protein-packed, and low-carb snacks out there. And with their new Southern Recipe Small Batch 6-pack variety pack, you'll get to choose a different flavored pork rind every time. Find Southern Recipe Small Batch at your local H-E-B, and you'll always have pork rinds ready to go. Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds. Be big, be bold, be adventurous.
If you're a bacon lover, I've got great news for you. This is Michael Kielbasa with Kielbasa Smoked Meats. Our authentic dry-cured bacon is now available at grocery stores near you. We make it the old-fashioned way with the finest pork bellies in our legendary spice blend. We don't pump it full of water or chemicals like other brands. All you get is thick, savory slices of delicious bacon. I hope you'll give it a try, and if it's not the best bacon you've ever eaten, I'll give you your money back. Kielbasa Smoked Meats, slow-crafted in Texas since 1949.
This is Rob Thompson for Service First AC and Plumbing. It's about to get hot here in San Antonio. What are you going to do in your office or your home when your AC goes out? I want you to know you've got a guy in the AC and plumbing business. It's Service First AC and Plumbing. Right now, I want you to take your phone. I want you to put this in there, 210-521-1500. Save it now before you need it, because you will need them. It's San Antonio. It's about to get hot in the Service First AC and Plumbing, and family owned and operated for 14 years. Here in SA, they're locally owned, and more importantly, they're fast, reliable, proactively, and certainly trusted. You have a guy in the plumbing and AC businesses. Service First AC and Plumbing. The number's 210-521-1500. Their website, servicefirstactx.com. You have a guy. Put it in your phone before you need it. Service First AC and Plumbing.
Have service first in your phone, 521-1500.
License number TACLB 27100E.
I really like this one. This one always gets me.
It's a funky beat.
I am James Pledger. He is Jack Thompson. This is the Saturday Morning Hangover. We are on 1250 ESPN San Antonio, 94.5 FM, and we are on the go at ESPNSA.com. You can join us online. You can call in on the Kielbasa Bacon phone line, 656-ESPN, 656-3776, or you can holler at us, as multiple people have, on Facebook Live, on YouTube Live, or on Twitter. He is at Jack_Thompson33. I am at I am Pledger. 33. You can follow the station at ESPN_SA. Now, Fred.
Oh,
Robert Cazares
Fred.
says he's listening to us in the doctor's office, and Lebron is overrated drama queen. He's not in my top 100 of all time, and that got you going.
Oh, Fred. I understand he's a drama queen, but
Timmy never got fouled in his entire career.
Yeah, I mean, Tim Duncan was a whiner. Every game he whined to the refs about fouls, and he's a GOAT. Top 5 all time, easy.
Yeah.
So is LeBron.
Yeah. Like,
so is LeBron.
While I have issues with LeBron and the way he's conducted things and his needing to bring other stars to him in order to succeed, I can't deny that he's one of the top 5 players in the NBA of all time. He is a 6'8.4. He is Magic Johnson on steroids.
Yeah, he is the most fit. Outside of Shaq, he is the most physically dominating and imposing player of all time, with handles, unreal court vision, and now a jump shot. So.
And he's not gonna be reprimanded for violating
that
health
is
and
completely whack. I don't agree with that. You do the crime, you gotta do the time, but It's not even that I'm a LeBron James fan.
No,
like,
no, I'm
just
not either, but I understand his greatness.
Yeah, just being a basketball fan, like you cannot keep him out of the top 5. You can't.
He has
I'm sorry.
legitimately been the face of the league since even before he got into the league.
Since he was 18
At
years
St.
old.
Vincent's and St. Mary's.
Yeah. Just
since the gold H2 Hummer.
LeBron is not 1A. He's 1B. I don't
He's 1B.
It could be, yeah. He'll never be 1A.
No.
He'll never pass Jordan. But
he's making an argument and a case, and I think,
just last night I saw playoff points all time.
I think going from the 7th seed and possibly winning a title
if
this
he can
year,
do it this year from the play-in,
he's going to start to enter that conversation.
Well, he's entered it in a lot of people's minds without a doubt.
Sure.
But I think it's everyone. You cannot deny it.
He's going to start to enter it in terms of it's going to be hard to dispel it at that point. And I realized
you might not like how he does it, but you look at what he's done, and if you go by off the paper, he's the best all time. Just last night, I saw playoff points. He's the only player with 7,000 plus playoff points.
Yeah.
And behind him are guys in the 5,000s.
Yeah.
So he's got almost over 2,000.
That's what happens when you make the playoffs every
year
single
for 20
year
years.
for 20 years.
Yeah.
Exactly. And not just make the playoffs, but make
the
runs
finals.
to the finals.
Make the finals. Yeah. So I'm sorry, Fred. That is a terrible take.
I get your hate.
You can hate all you want, but you got to respect him. And he's
one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
One of.
Top 5. Easy.
Other things that have driven you mad. I got a new Twitter follow from Chef Rice at Brave Gary. And we were talking about how the Spurs can fix themselves this offseason earlier, right?
Ooh, yeah, we were talking about that.
And
I don't know if this would do it.
If the Spurs get into the lottery, they need to try and get Luka Garza. They do not need another Luka, especially not Garza.
Yeah, Gary, Luka is in danger of maybe not being drafted. So if we took him in the lottery, that could be the worst pick of all time.
You can get him in the 2nd round, I guarantee you.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
And I wouldn't mind a 2nd round flyer on him.
Dude,
he just doesn't. He lacks the athleticism to be able to keep up with the NBA players, and
but
he would be a defensive liability for sure.
And
I don't think he has the foot speed to create separation for himself either.
Yeah, he would definitely be a defensive liability. There's nothing around that. But we have seen guys, especially as of late, that come in, play at their own pace, not necessarily fast, but not slow.
Sure.
And can still be very effective. Jokic, Kyle Anderson,
slow-mo.
Yeah, there are guys out there that aren't quick of foot, but they know how to get to their spot.
They know the game.
They'll beat you with their mind and get to their spot first, give you a pump fake, go under you, and I mean,
but those guys, except for Jokic, obviously,
yeah, he's too
he's
special.
A unicorn.
He's too special.
But those guys, Kyle Anderson, and those that lack the athleticism are usually rotational.
Yeah,
I'm not taking that at 11 or 12.
No, he's a 15-year rotational big.
Chef Rice, I will give you some names that we should be looking at.
Yes,
when we get to around that area of the draft, as I know you and I both have been talking about.
I've been super high on this kid for a while.
We've both been talking about him for a hot minute.
Yeah.
I was the first one that was like, I like this Giddey kid. And you're like, dude, I love Giddey.
I've been on Giddey for a minute. Australian kid playing in the German league.
6'8",
point forward. Led the league in assists. Had multiple triple doubles. I mean, he looks like a Luka light. If I can be like, he'll obviously, the chances of there ever being another Luka Doncic are 1 in a billion.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Right. At best, he's going to be
a more point guard-esque Danilo Gallinari.
Okay.
Moves the ball very well, shoots it adequately to where you have to respect it, has incredible court vision.
Yep.
And he's 18.
Yep.
18, been playing pro since he was probably 15, 16. And I mean, guys that come to the league like that come ready to play, especially as of late. We go to Luka, pro since he was 15.
Yep.
Look what he's doing. LaMelo Ball.
Yep.
Started playing pro at 16.
Yep.
Look what he is doing to the league.
That kid is going to join the Scoot. Is going to join the G League.
Scoot
Ignite.
Henderson, yeah. He's
going to skip his senior year.
The youngest professional American professional basketball player ever. Scoot Henderson. He's a junior in high school. Just signed. Yeah, 5-star, top 5 recruit. Just signed to the G League Ignite team. And that's going to pay super dividend for him.
And the Ignite, that's where Kuminga was this past year.
Where Jonathan Kuminga was, he'll be top 10. You've got Jalen Green will be top
5. They're both top 5 picks, I think.
Yeah. And then you've got Isaiah Todd, who will be drafted too. You've got Daishen Nix, who will be drafted too. So, I mean, these guys that are playing pro early, it pays dividends for him. And Josh Giddey is a guy I would love to see in the silver and black.
Another guy, I don't think he's going to fall. I think there's a good chance he goes inside the top 10.
Yeah, you're going to say Scotty Barnes?
Oh, no, I was going to say Moses Moody.
Oh, yeah. Moses Moody, yeah. That's another guy. For me, I would rather have Scotty Barnes. Kid from Florida State, 6'9", point forward, small forward, power forward, can guard 1 through 5 easy. He's like the new age Draymond Green. Little rough around the edges shooting-wise, but can do everything else exceptionally well.
Yeah. And
I would love
another Florida State guy.
It's a guy that but I don't think he'll fall that far. So more realistic guys, Giddey could definitely fall. If you watched any of the early Duke season, they had a very special player named Jalen Johnson, and he will be around in the late lottery.
There's another guy in the late lottery that I'm like,
I've
started watching more and more of him, and the more I watch of him, the more I love.
Who?
Trey Mann.
Trey Mann out of
Florida.
That's just more of what we got, though.
But he shoots at 41% from behind the arc. Like, he's better than what we got.
But it's just another, like...
Yeah, he's positionless. He gives you shooting.
He's a 1 or 2.
Shooter.
He's a 1 or a 2.
Sure.
We've got 4 guys on the roster that are a 1 or a 2. Like,
I'm just telling you, I know that what we've got, but this one feels special. Like, this one feels different than the others in terms of his ability to stretch. Because that's what I'm looking for more than anything this offseason, the ability to space the floor. And I don't care how I get it, whether it's a 4 or a 2 or a 3. Devin Vassell is going to end up playing the 3, I think.
See, for me, if we're going guard at that point, I'm going to get Cam Thomas. Out of LSU.
Okay.
One of the leading scorers in the nation. Looks a lot like a young CJ McCollum. Just super bag. Can shoot it from extremely deep. Ultra confident player. So that's a guy, if we're going guard, I'm probably leaning towards a guy like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want a guard. I don't want a guard to just throw into the mix of the guards that we have already and just make it more of a murky situation. Like, we need to invest in what we've got guard wise.
You're not going to see him for 3 years, so it doesn't matter.
See, I think that
no matter who we get, we're not going to see him.
That has to change for sure starting next season.
Franz Wagner, what's your thoughts on him?
I like him a lot, but I think 11 or 12 is too high. I think we can get better guys, but I think he's gonna see. I don't know if he's never gonna be a star.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be a very good rotational player.
Same. I mean, that's what Corey Kispert's going to be.
Yeah.
But Kispert's a dude that I would like to have just because
he can
floor
shoot.
Spacing.
Yeah, he can shoot. He can absolutely shoot.
All I want is someone that can floor space. Like, he's a 6'7".
See, I don't want to go get a rookie floor spacer, though. Sure. I want to get a guy that's proven in the league for 5 seasons.
Sure.
That I'm shooting 40%.
I would love that, too.
See, I think I would rather do that and go get... See... Right
Isaiah
now,
Jackson.
Late lottery, Isaiah Jackson, Jalen Johnson, Josh Giddey. It's guys like that I'm really looking at that have supreme upside. So there's going to be some very, very interesting names to be picked around where we will be drafting. I mean, even all the way down late, there are some really good guys. But if we're sitting at 12 or 11, that's some highly, highly talented prospects. I mean, Jalen Johnson, prior to him leaving Duke, was a top 5 pick. Easy. But he left Duke to focus on the draft.
So was Greg Brown.
But Greg Brown had a terrible season.
Sure.
Jalen Johnson, in his very first college game, had a triple-double.
He's the kid that left Duke midseason.
Yeah,
right?
he rolled his ankle really bad, came back, wasn't starting, and was like, you know what, I'm just going to go prepare for the draft. Which is a punk move for sure, but he was a top 5 pick, and he's going to be a lottery pick for sure.
He is Jack_Thompson33. Follow him on Twitter. I am Pledger. This is the Saturday Morning Hangover. When we come back, we are going to listen to our new favorite baseball player of all time talk about these unwritten rules and the way that we feel that they should be talked about. That is right. CC Sabathia goes ham on Tony La Russa for what he did to Yermin Mercedes. That's coming up next right here on the Saturday Morning Hangover, 1250 ESPN San Antonio, 94.5 FM, and on the go at ESPNSA.com.
Love the Blitz? Well, why not watch along and interact with the guys every weekday from 4 to 7? You can watch the show live every day at ESPNSA.com or on the ESPN San Antonio Facebook and YouTube pages. Just search ESPN San Antonio and subscribe. Comment along with the show and see your comment on the screen. Another reason to keep it locked to ESPN San Antonio all day, every day. 1250 ESPN San Antonio, 94.5 FM, and on the go at ESPNSA.com. O'Reilly.
This is Derek's O'Reilly Auto Parts story. After the third time jump-starting my car, I finally realized my battery was dying. So I stopped by O'Reilly to have it checked. They tested it right there in the parking lot. It was bad, real bad. But they helped me find the right battery for my car and even installed it for free. Now my car starts like new.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Have you wanted to speak a new language, but thought it would be too difficult? Then try Babbel. Babbel starts by teaching you words and phrases that gradually get more complex. Soon, you're practicing short conversations. So in 15 minutes a day, you'll be speaking a new language in a few weeks. Babbel is built around real life. It teaches you practical conversations that you will actually use. Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free. Just go to Babbel.com today. That's BABBEL.com.
Rob Thompson here for Alamo Cycleplex. If you see me on the roads running around San Antonio in my brand new Polaris Slingshot, I want you to head over to Alamo Cycleplex and partake in the same fun that I'm having. I'll tell you what, as the summer comes and the skies blew up and the breezes start blowing, there's nothing better than the open road on an Alamo Cycleplex vehicle. Whether there's 2 or 3 wheels, whether you're looking for jet skis and types on the water or you're looking for fun in the backwoods on a cycle, I want you to head over to Alamo Cycleplex. 7 brands under one roof. The sales and service is spectacular. AlamoCycleplex.com to check things out, but head over to the showroom. The help is incredible. You need apparel, they've got it, but the fun is inside the building. The summer's here. We suffered last summer because we couldn't get out and enjoy the fresh air. Well, make sure you've got the proper equipment, the power sport fun to celebrate fun on as the summer begins. Alamo Cycleplex, Days of All on I-10. The fun starts there.
Alpha Media is hiring an account executive position. The ideal candidate will be able to work with businesses and agencies to create and manage marketing campaigns that'll drive client success. Alpha Media is proudly integrated for clients to have maximum advertising potential with 7 local San Antonio radio stations, targeted television, and full-service online marketing capabilities. We're live, local, and ready to talk to you. Alpha Media is an equal opportunity employer. Apply to be a part of the Alpha Pack today at alphamediausa.com.
Now's the time to get a great deal on Kubota construction equipment, featuring durable Kubota engines, more comfort, more productivity, more get it done right. The Kubota construction lineup shows up ready to work every day. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months or save up to $11,000. Now through June 30th, 2021. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
From the Gulf of Mexico to the hill country of Texas, Ewald Kubota is your Kubota dealer.
that name sounds angry. Ersin Gruber. Plus, it reminds me of Hans Gruber, who was a bad guy. Oh, we're talking about NBA draft prospects here on the Saturday Morning Hangover, 1250 ESPN San Antonio, 94.5 FM. As we get ready to send you off into the sunset, we're going to send you off with, I believe, is a man that embodies the way Jack and I feel about Tony La Russa and his unwritten rules and exactly where he can stick them.
This is what I was telling you when they hired him. Like, he's just so out of touch with the game, and most people are, cuz. Like,
by the way, CC Sabathia.
I sit here and watch Christopher Russo on MLB Network. He's out of touch with the game, cuz. Like, Tony La Russa's out of touch with the game, cuz. He should not be managing one of the best teams in the American League, period. The fact that Tim Anderson, basically the captain of their team, had to go on Instagram and step up for his teammate, like, yeah, the game wasn't over. If you're going to put a position player in there to pitch, guess what? If he's going to lob over the plate, we're going to tee off. Put a 10-run rule up there, cuz. If y'all don't want to see people get embarrassed and you don't want to see position players pitch and people swing on 3-0 counts and all that then make it a 10-run rule so the game will be over and you don't have these stupid-ass unwritten rules. And now you got a rookie that's basically been carrying your team these last first 6 weeks of the season. This guy's been carrying you. And now you don't have a problem with the weird-ass Minnesota Twins throwing behind one of your biggest hitters? That's just stupid. It's stupid, period. I'm sorry. This is terrible. He shouldn't be managing that team. And if you're not going to step up and have your players back, what's the point of being the manager of the White Sox? It's stupid as sorry.
CC Sabathia has become my new favorite player.
That is so funny.
Oh, man. The weird-ass Minnesota Twins pitcher. And I love how he keeps saying sorry, but I feel like he should follow it up with not sorry.
But I'm not sorry.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I mean, this just embodies everything I feel about Major League Baseball. Like, I want people to stop with these unwritten rules because you may hurt somebody's feelings because you're crushing them. Like, no. Continue to crush them.
Crush them.
Like as CC said, if you're going to continue to lob bleep, then I'm going to hit bleep, you know? And I'm about it. Like, I am here for this kind of baseball. Like, I am about it. Bring me more. Give me bat flips. Give me home runs off catchers that are pitching because you're blowing them out. I need all of that because that's what makes Major League Baseball enjoyable.
Yeah, completely agree, man. Like, well, I don't understand why you got to take all the fun out of the game like that.
You're not going to get a better pitch to hit than 3-0.
Yeah,
because you know they have to throw a strike.
It's 3-0 and it's from a position player.
Yes.
Like, I'm going to try and crank that every time.
If my money is tied up in bonuses, I'm going to try and get my bonuses. Here's the other thing. As a 28-year-old rookie that took obviously a while to get into the show, numbers dictate how much I get paid throughout my career. I'm not going to get paid if I don't mash. So when somebody gives me something to mash, I'm going to mash it because finishing the year with 30 home runs over 29 or 8 definitely looks a lot better when you hit free agency.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, this is so mind-boggling to me that this is such an ordeal. Like,
yeah,
you gave him a meat pitch, he cranked it. Y'all were already down.
But my feelings are hurt.
Y'all were already getting the crap kicked out of y'all by double-digit runs. One more run really makes you that upset.
And after seeing what I saw with Kevin Pillar this week, I'm done with throwing at people, man. That's the weapon you're hurling at them. Stop it. I'm tired of you taking out retribution because somebody stared and watched their home run by throwing at them or trying to plunk them and breaking their wrist with a hit by pitch or something next week. I don't need any of that. Just give me the good stuff.
Yes.
Give me the bat flips. Give me the twerk. And like Trevor Bauer said, if I throw a meat pitch at 3-0 and you crank it,
that's my fault.
That's on me.
Yeah. Terrible.
Is Jack Thompson. This has been the Saturday Morning Hangover. I am James Pledger. Guys, until next week, I want y'all to continue to stay cool, have fun, and as always, hang loose.
Hang loose.
Hello, I'm Dr. Torres, founder of the Institute for Functional Health here in the heart of San Antonio. Has the healthcare model of the past century let you down? This story sounds all